All right. So this reverse crisis, you're going to have to bring me up to speed with the reverse crisis thing. I'm going to play a short video, and then you can bring us up to speed with reverse Wike. I even saw Wike. I don't know if he gave some cash to somebody that they went to secondary school together. He discovered the person among the crowd, pulled them together, give them some kind of. You could tell that he gave that person something, But anyway, there's all kind of stuff like that going on. But I'm going to play this short video, and then we can talk about, let's see if we can, learn something from Rivers State and Governor, what is it, Inyosem, or what's his name?
Former Governor Yosem Wike.
Yosem, who is now the, what do they call the people that are leading the federal capital now? That's what he is now, right?
The Minister of Federal Capital Territory.
Minister of Federal Capital Territory. Thank you so much, sir. So I'm going to play this short video, and then we'll take it from there.
That's why you can speak to your people in the language they understand, and they will always answer you. When it's all about politics, if you cannot make impact. Politics is about impact. If you want to be a successful politician, you must impact on your people. Isn't that correct? Correct. When you call your people will listen to you. Your people will answer you. Isn't that true? It's true. Just this is a private visit, and Victor has to make us on the road. When the time comes, we'll know who is in charge or who is not in charge.
All right, so let's leave it at that. When the time comes, we will know who is in charge and who is not in charge. The title of this segment, Rivers Crisis Unveiled, Wike's bold claim on leadership in testing times. What is going on with Rivers State? Please bring us up to speed. And I didn't know that Wike is still involved in Rivers State. I thought it was on the Federal Capital Territory now. What's going on? Tell us.
Yes, like a fella Nicola Kokuti would put it, you have to commot jaga jaga for road. The jaga jaga that exists, that is the substance of whatever is going on there, is the accusation and counter accusation that a deal was brokered on the back of Nigerian people, that Yosem Wike, as Godfather, had outlined how much of public funds must always be given back to him, that he had taken possession of the official state jets, airplanes, I think 2, belonging to the government and the people of the Rivers State.
Really?
Yes. Ubara, the man he anointed as the successor, was going to play ball initially at some point, like people do. Like they sometimes kick in Nigeria against their so-called benefactors. You understand? The government,
right? Kind of like similar to Ambode and Tinubu back then, right?
Right. So
okay,
but that of Ambode and Tinubu was not that blatant that Tinubu was looking for return. It was some power brokers in the neighborhood who said they ought to be the ones clearing the refuse, garbage, whatever, as contractors in Lagos, and Ambode was not giving them patronage. Right. That, mingling with other extraneous political issues, they demanded that Tinubu must see to it that Ambode did not make a second time. But in this case of Ubara and Izoga at the top, pardon my
Oga at the top. I got you.
That is Yosem Wike. Somebody wants a whole state governor with the enormous executive power at his disposal to continue to answer to him as his lackey.
That's what he means by when the time comes.
We know who is in charge.
We know who is in charge.
That every Nigerian must be happy on. This was a crime committed in the private arrangement that led to the exchange of leadership baton from Wike to Fubara. That must be set aside. For me, my analytical mind is telling me that a crime must have been committed. Then, to the extent that Bola Tinubu actually encouraged a situation in which Fubara could decamp from PDP, come over to APC, and then everything will be fine, as follow up to the fact that 27 lawmakers had moved into APC already en masse. No major leadership crisis at the national level warranting that. Constitutionally, they should have their seat declared vacant. They went AWOL. They went AWOL from PDP that first presented them. So, as somebody who I first visited Port Harcourt as a kind of a faith pilgrim. I guess that would be 1987 or 88 as a member of Anglican Youth Fellowship. When I got to Port Harcourt, it was almost like seeing Port Harcourt and dying. Like they say, see Paris and die.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, Port Harcourt was such a beautiful, attractive, indeed, answering to its motto, Garden City. Thereafter, I have been there to also check on the so-called turnaround maintenance of the refineries being handled them by Chrome Consortium, owned by Sir Emeka Ofo. When Obasanjo was trying to remove a subsidy during his first time in office. I have visited Port Harcourt, even in certain circumstances that almost led to us getting killed. When we traveled there with the then Minister of Information and Culture, Chief Dr. Sarumi, we had gone there to commiserate with a family whose son and a wife got killed one Christmas morning in Epe, in Lagos State. So we had gone there to commiserate with that family, and that family welcomed us with a with a gun, wanting to kill the minister and all of us that came with him. So, what am I saying? Port Harcourt has been reduced to a shadow of itself because of the shameless face-off between these two political gladiators. Yes. Wike is not minding the job he has at hand now. Like,
what is the job he has at hand? But to maintain his political. I know that, but do they really care?
No, he's a double-faced prostitute. He's a double-faced political prostitute. Yes, you don't know if he fully belongs to PDP. You don't know if he belongs in APC. And because Tinubu is benefiting from such a nonsense that is rubbishing Nigeria's claim to practicing republicanism and presidential system of government. Nobody is able to rein him in because at the center of this, power is the name of the game. I mean, yes, Wike must be propped up to undermine the stability and the peace of River State, and he has done that serially. He has done that consistently. Remember the way he became Judas Iscariot against his former boss, Rotimi Amechi, during the time of Lord Jonathan. The same thing he has done against the entire PDP structure today. Breaking that party, trying to break that party down the middle.
So let me ask this question, sir.
Yes.
Let me ask this question. Is he would you consider him an agent of division in River State today?
Worse than that. Worse than that. Yes.
Is that precisely his job to create that division? And was he sent by the cabals beyond? Yeah, go ahead.
Answered, yes, he has his piper. He has his pipers elsewhere. The tune that you see him, all those his chameleonic dance and dancing sometimes, pardon my language, like a drunken monkey. All those things, you know, he's being puppeteered. You know, he's being pimped. So yes, because I called him a prostitute, that he has a pimp. He is being pimped by federal structure, and they don't even care if Nigeria is reduced to a shadow of what it ought to be by turning Nigeria.
They don't care.
Yes, they want to turn Nigeria to a one-party state. Who benefits from that, other than making the place to look like any of those failed civilizations of the past, like any of those impossible African countries? Yes. So, Wike must try to discover who he is. Try to secure his own place in history. Because all these things that appear so funny today, a time is going to come that is going to look back. Oh, why did I allow myself to be pawned like this? Why did I allow myself to be used as a willing tool? He is just an agent against his own people and even his own self-survival. I do not know how to play the man like Jason Wike. Other than
let me read this excerpt from.
Being a useful idiot.
Let me read this excerpt from Punch News. It says the former governor has been at loggerheads with the state governor Siminalayi Fubara. The situation led to a situation where lawmakers loyal to the minister served the governor an impeachment notice. With the intervention of President Bola Tinubu, however, the lawmakers who defected to the APC from the People's Democratic Party have withdrawn the impeachment notice. But during the visit, Wike said, forget about these hungry noisemakers on the road. When the time comes, we will know who is in charge and who is not in charge. There is a time for everything. This is not time for politics. When the time comes, we will know who is who. Go ahead.
Let's take it bit by bit. Isn't that condescending? Isn't that demeaning to use such a language on the?
But was that the strategy? That, what I'm interested in, right, Chief, was that the strategy?
It's not a strategy. What you see is a roughneck, somebody who lacks decorum and respect for his own people, describing them as hungry people on the street. And then who told him he's in charge? Is any of us in charge of anything when you look at the fact that you may be here today and tomorrow you are no more?
It's clearly. Do you think, you did say it's a decorum thing, right? You don't think it's been intentional with that type of language?
It's been indecorous. He's using that kind of undignified language on the people of Rivers, who are the hungry people. He himself, go and check. Was he born into any stupendous wealth? Did he not come from somewhere? What is his source? This is a newfound wealth, becoming a novus rich, that is making him to now talk in an uncouth, disrespectful way on the people who is not, by the way, who is not hungry in Nigeria of today. Unless you are unless you are the people forcing
more or less everybody's hungry now. Yeah.
That is it. Well, for him to see himself as us versus them, he is in paradise. Everybody in Nigeria, everyone else is in hell. What a shame. I have no kind word for people like Wike. He should get serious for once. He should get serious for once. Yes, his act is beyond fact. His conduct is beyond absurd. I see him as being a useful idiot, a village idiot for the moment.
I will learn.
Yes.
I will learn more about. I'm learning about Wike and River State for the first time. I'm sure we're going to cover more because it's a crisis. We're going to cover more of it as time goes on.
It's a developing situation. You see, yes, it is an interlock. You think you have seen it all. something, another phase of the drama would unfold tomorrow. So it's a continuum.
Does one last question about this to you, right? Does Rotimi Amechi, who by way of your network we met once upon a time here in New York City, right? Does he play? Does he play? We met him, right?
Yes, in New Jersey.
In New Jersey, yes. So yeah, I remember. Yeah. Does he play? Because Rotimi Amechi is the Rivers State ex-governor too, right? Does he play any kind of role in this, in what is going on right now?
Well, I do not know. It will be surreptitious. It will be covert. It's not that open. It will be tacit. It's not something that is open. You know, it's been quiet for some time. The last time he spoke about the people, I mean, whoever is going to just, rise the people being able to take charge of their destiny, and how through a careful process of observations, you find out that, the kind of people Nigerians are. You know, he claims to be minding other things now. I think the last I heard of him was that he was at the law school and, trying to become a lawyer. But, you know, he's also had his own stuff with Nigerians, having to construct a rail line that leads to nowhere, or middle of nowhere in Niger Republic, all to be a good monitor for Emperor Buhari. In the last
Emperor Buhari, wala.
Yeah, what Nigeria ran under that man who was never really there. That presence of mind was never there. What Nigerian had was a kind of imperial presidency. Yes, so it was a wasted opportunity. Anyway, I never gave Buhari any chance because I studied him right from his foray into Nigerian public space. And I remember I described him as an indisciplined officer. And you don't need to. Everybody say, his discipline is this. He's never disciplined.
But wait, are you saying the person? He was the one who created war against the discipline, right? That was him, right?
Discipline. When he created that war, why did he not listen? Why did he not submit himself for prosecution for taking the gun bought with Nigerian taxpayers' money to sack a duly elected democratic government?
Buhari has to be the greatest crook I've seen in my time of paying attention to Nigerian politics, honestly.
The worst serpentine character that Nigeria has ever seen. That is the guy. But you know, this God that everybody praises to be the God of this universe is so good. He waited to use him and expose him thoroughly that this guy is just as worthless as anything. So all the years that he pretended to be the Messiah with his messianic complex.
You know what I would like to see? You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a documentary of the journey of Buhari and how it ended. I would like to see a 1-hour documentary.
Nobody is going to give you that. Just do that documentary in your mind. Have a mental documentary.
Jesus Christ. That was rough.
Yes, this is a man that absolutely was exposed as a fraud. Everything about him, fraud. Nothing original. Are you going to talk of him being an active collaborator in the looting of Nigeria during Sani Abacha's time? All of them. Even look at the one they call. See, Nigerians
are still many Nigerians are still obsessed with the idea that they need a disciplined leader, and they probably need to go back to military. Many Nigerians are still upset with that.
Have you had a Nigerian comedian, that guy who does skit, after everything all said and done, he says, do I even know what I'm talking about? These people you are describing, do they know what they are talking about?
Usually not. They're just looking.
Yes. Just say something. They just have something to say. They want to say something simple.
Just have something to say.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a question for the audience. The chat, because if I leave him, he will keep going and going. So I have not too far. Welcome. However, if you're following this Rivers Crisis Unveiled thingy, please let us know your opinions in the comment area. We would like to know, because it's a story that I have a feeling we're going to keep covering as time goes on. So please let us know your opinion, because that will also help us drive the way we curate the content. All right. With that being said, we'll be right back. Let's cover some other stories. We'll be right back.
Thank you.